exciting, and the series are on the line here in Stillwater as the OSU Cowgirls host the Kansas Jayhawks. Hello again, everyone. I'm Casey Kendrick, alongside longtime softball SID and a gentleman knows a lot about the sport, Chris Deal, joining us. We need to pause, though, for our national anthem. Again, we welcome you to Stillwater, Oklahoma, where the Cowgirls, the number 13 team in the country, are going to be hosting the Kansas Jayhawks. And again, Casey Kendrick, Chris Deal, and CD, this team in Oklahoma State's trying to hold on to a 3 seed and try to hope on to a potential hosting situation for them in a regional. For Kansas, they are trying to stay ahead of UCF, which could pass them with a loss. They are trying to get in front of Oklahoma State, which they would do if they get a win, and they too are looking at an at-large bid. So this is a huge game for both of these two teams.
Yeah, it's game 3, a must-win for both squads, and a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Wins are critical down the stretch for Oklahoma State. I fully expect a different squad today with Ruby Malin in the circle, and then for Kansas, you know, they're looking to continue their confidence at the plate, but conference seeding, NCAA implications, everything's on the line today.
Yeah, you know, and again, it's senior day, and those are some seniors' dads that are throwing out the ceremonial first pitch, and a couple of them, 3 of them throwing the pitch, 1 of them behind the plate catching for Riley Crandall. That's her dad, which is awesome there. It's going to be a special moment, an awesome thing that Oklahoma State does. They honor the seniors on the other team as well. So they had a rose for all of the Kansas seniors pregame, and the ceremonies will continue postgame for the Cowgirls. They will be recognized here and coming after this ball game. But their hope is, while this is the regular season finale, this is not going to be the last game they play on this field.
No question. Looking to host a regional, and then, you know, with a little luck, get a chance to host supers. So, you know, the atmosphere in Stillwater has grown during their careers, and, you know, it's just fun to watch this group. There's a lot of wins on the field today for the seniors.
And more senior dads throwing out the first pitch. And Macy Graf's dad, Claire Tim, Lexi McDonald, and Ruby Malin's dad also getting an opportunity to do all of that. And again, celebrating those seniors the right way. There'll be a lot of fun. And that horn is what the Cowgirls want to send to sound a lot today for a lot of reasons. One, it represents a home run, and at the end of the game, it represents a win. So the seniors are Riley Crandall, Macy Graf, Amanda Hassler, Lexi McDonald, Ruby Malin, Claire Tim, and Melina Wilkinson, a young lady out of Greensburg, Indiana, an Indiana transfer. And on the other side for Kansas, the seniors are Presley Limbaugh. Again, they've already had their senior day, but this will be their final regular season game as well in a Kansas uniform. Campbell Bagshaw, Lizzie Ludwig, Jaden Murphy, Emma Tatum, Ainsley Linduff, and the fantastic shortstop in Haley Kripe. Let's take a look at the lineup today for the Jayhawks. They will bat it around this way. Presley Limbaugh, number 10 in the conference in batting average, the center fielder, followed by the first baseman Souls, Crank the shortstop, Boyer, fantastic freshman, and will be catching today, followed by Bagshaw, the second baseman, Flanagan from Morrison, Oklahoma, Linduff, the right fielder. Ava Wallace will be the designated player, and Stafford, the left fielder. For the Cowgirls, they'll line it up this way. Schneidemiller behind the dish today. Davis, Jones, Godwin, and McDonald from third to first. And in the outfield, from left to right, Worsup, Austin, and Tim. And in the circle, Ruby Malin, 25-6 on the season. And this is her game today. We know she's probably going to have the opportunity to go the distance.
Yeah, it's a privilege to watch 66 in the circle and everybody out here cheering her on. Malin in her last regular season game. She's going to live in the upper 60s as she always does, 66, 69. You know, it's all about control and hitting her spots, and obviously plays with a lot of emotion. But 25-6 overall, 2.10 ERA, creeping up on the 200 strikeout mark for the season. She sits at 194. In just over 200 innings pitched, and has won her last 18 decisions, which is the longest active streak in the country.
Well, she is part of the reason why this is one of the hottest teams in the country. There is no doubt the Cowgirls have put themselves in that category, and we are just about ready to get the rubber match underway. Drastically different games. Game 1, Cowgirls dominated. Game 2, Kansas dominated. Who gets the Game 3 here this afternoon is Limbaugh will take strike 1 to start the ball game. Cowgirls looking to get on the season their 15th victory in Big 12 play. Take that again, looking for their 16th victory in Big 12 play. And the 0-1 misses 1-1, evens up now to Limbaugh.
The wind definitely playing different in the ballpark today than the last couple of days.
Yeah, it was pretty still around here on Friday. A little bit of wind yesterday. Lots of wind today, blowing out of the southwest, blowing towards the southwest, and that is opportunity to leave the yard for these hitters. And for Ruby Malin, that's where that drop ball may be effective today, as that one is hit, and going back is Macy Graff, who gets the start in left field. Another one of those Willie Mays kind of catches, and a great job of catching that one, as that one was on the move, and that's a great play by the left fielder. Now moving, by the way, to, actually that was J.L. Austin. I take that back. That was J.L. Austin. They had the shift on, and she was playing in left. Now she will go to center field. So she made one of those plays yesterday too. So terrific effort there by J.L. Austin, the center fielder, who was just in left field because of the shift, and it worked beautifully. As up next is Anna Souls, the first baseman.
Yeah, what a catch. A win, taking that ball deep. She was at the warning track and made the catch.
That ball was carrying too. The wind was going to push it, and it did. And so out number 1. Anna Souls on this weekend, 4 for 7. She's having a good weekend. In fact, she was 1 for 3 against Ruby on Friday night. And falls behind here quickly, 0-2.
Hitting with a lot of confidence early here. You know, this game, you know, yesterday had 17 hits in that game.
Tied a season high they had earlier in the season against Utah State, and I mean this team is good for a reason. They're number 3 team in the league in batting average, 337. Compare that to Oklahoma State, which is actually number 7 in the league, batting 310. You know, when you look at the numbers for these two teams, you don't find individuals in the top 10 in almost any category. Obviously, Ruby in wins and innings pitched. But as far as hitting, RBI, a lot of the numbers, you're not going to see tons of numbers by either of these teams. It just tells you they do a little bit of everything very well. They pitch it well. Oh, Ruby thought she had the strikeout there. Didn't get it, 2-2. But they field it well. They pitch it well. They hit it well. Maybe not better than any one team, but they do everything. They're both complete teams.
No question. That's why they're going to be NCAA tournament teams, because you do all the little things right, and it rewards you with a postseason appearance.
That ball is hit high into left field. Fighting in the sun is Worsup, and gets underneath it, and she's able to make the catch for out number 2. again.
It's a tough play today.
It is a tough play. We saw that yesterday become a factor for Aubrey Jones at shortstop. She let one drop about a foot from her because she just flat out lost it. And there's Warsup getting underneath that one. So 2 gone here. That'll bring up the shortstop, Haley Kripe. She is 3 for 7 on the weekend. And takes strike 1, batting .368 with 15 home runs. And again, certainly has home run power and home run win behind her here today.
Kripe, a strong leader for this team, a senior.
She's done a great job taking in the youngsters. She was 0 for 4 against Ruby on Friday night. 0 for 3 rather, with a couple of strikeouts. And went 3 for 4 in game 2, and behind quickly to Ruby here, 0-2. Malin 4 strikeouts away from 200 for her career, for her season, excuse me. 196, only 49 walks issued all year long. And that's in 206 plus innings of work. 1-2, a little tall. Kripe stays away from it. Count evens at 2-2.
She's jumped ahead of the first 3 batters, throwing the first pitch strikes, and really changes the at bat when the hitter falls behind early.
Kripe from Royal Center, Indiana Pioneer High School. The 2-2. It takes an extra hop. Rosie Davis fields it fine. Lexi McDonald receives it at first for out number 3. And the Jayhawks go down in order in the top half of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. It's 0-0. It was 5-0 at this point yesterday. Cowgirls in a good spot right here as they pick up the bats. You're watching Big 12 softball on ESPN.
Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Oklahoma Stillwater, represented by Executive Director Sarah Klein. Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Oklahoma Stillwater is a non-profit organization that creates one-to-one mentoring relationships between adult volunteers, kids, and children little in the Stillwater area. Their program helps youth succeed in school, avoid risky behavior, and build self-confidence. Located at 416 South Lewis, the organization offers both community-based and school-based programs, providing meaningful connections that help young people thrive. Let's hear it for Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Oklahoma Stillwater. Today's first Stillwater Spotlight.
Home half of the first. The Jayhawks went down in order. Here's the way the Cowgirls will bat it around today. Tim, the right fielder, followed by Godwin, Davis, McDonald, Hassler, the designated player today. Tia Warsup, the left fielder. Schneidmiller, Jones, and Austin. And defensively for Kansas, around the bags behind the dishes, Boyer again today. The Morrison, Oklahoma product. Flanagan is at third. Kripe, Bagshaw, Souls around from third to first. Stafford, Limbaugh, and Lindoff in the outfield from left to right. And Lila Partridge pitched a gem yesterday, and she is back in the circle today. First pitch to Tim, a little out of the zone, but not a surprise. Partridge really kept the Cowgirls off balance yesterday.
No doubt, dominant performance yesterday. Picked up her 9th win, 9-3, 3.57 ERA. Going to live in the mid-60s today. Rise, off-speed, changeup. Was competing in the circle yesterday, and Oklahoma State only hit 2 balls hard all day yesterday.
Yeah, she's going to pound the zone, and she's a competitor, and she really competed well in game number 2. 1-1 to Tim. This one is hit, and it's carrying, and it is going to drop. And that's going to be a double for Claire Tim. Out there, Lindoff and Limbaugh both on a dead sprint to get there, but it just dropped about a foot away from both of them. So Tim hit it exactly where she needed to, and she's on second with a double.
Great hit. She couldn't place that ball any better if she wanted to. That ball was in a perfect spot in her 7th double
on the season. And Tim was 1 for 5 in the series. That one was a home run on Friday. Now she's 2 for 6 as Carly Godwin, the junior, will roll one to second, and Bagshaw is able to take it and throw it across the diamond. Godwin still 0 for on the day, almost a swinging bunt. It wasn't a bunt, but it didn't come off that bat very hard. But it does move Tim over to third in a sack situation possibility here.
Davis had the home run yesterday.
She's had 2 hits in this series, both of them home runs. How about that? 2 for 4.
Yesterday was into the wind to center field.
Yeah, she won't need much help today. Readyville, Tennessee product out of Middle Tennessee Christian School. And takes a ball on the outer, just off the plate, I should say. It's Partridge. It'll be interesting to see how long of a leash she will have today after pitching yesterday. But number of pitches yesterday, she did a good job. She only had 61 pitches yesterday. Cowgirls let Partridge away with a 7-pitch inning. A 5-pitch count to Rosie Davis, followed by a first pitch ground out and fly out between McDonald and Hassler back-to-back. And the 2-0. That one is hit, and they flip to home, and the flip is not going to be caught, and the Cowgirls are going to score.
Aggressive base running. Kenny sending the runner Tim from third, and they had to make the perfect play.
That's going to be a fielder's choice for Rosie Davis. Does get the RBI out of it, and good job there by Tim. Is when that ball ticked off the end of the glove, she got that outer hand, or the inside hand on the plate, slid right by safely, and the Cowgirls take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first for Lexi McDonald. Lexi McDonald on the weekend batting 1 for 5. We got a chance to look at that there again.
It's actually a good play by Partridge to get the flip to the catcher. The catcher just could not hold on to it.
That's the freshman Boyer behind the plate today is Silo, Oklahoma's McDonald. Check swing, and that'll be a strike, 1-1.
I love the aggressive nature for Kenny Gajewski to, force Kansas to make the perfect play.
So McDonald 1-1 with Davis at first. That one's hit right back to Boyer, and Boyer gets the double play. Nice job to get out of the, that's not Boyer, that's Partridge. Nice job to turn and get the double play, and the Cowgirls will sit down, but not before they're able to get the run. Nice turn to second, and a good job at Souls at first, and Kansas turns the DP, and the first inning has come to a close. The Cowgirls on top 1-0. This is Big 12 softball on ESPN.
Smoking Joe's, Simple Modern, The Kirby Shack, Frito-Lay, Freddy's Frozen Custard, Kanaka Sausage, and Good Boy Vodka as our preferred concession partner. Whether you're hungry or in need of a beverage, be sure to make these your go-to concession. Our thanks to these great partners for their support of OSU Athletics.
Ruby Malin back at the circle for the Cowgirls. Sit down Kansas 1-2-3. The Cowgirls give her a little run support at 1-0. A chance to be more than that, but Fantastic job by Lila Partridge to field it, make the throw to second, turn the double play on Lexi McDonald, and the Cowgirls were done with just one run. Could have been more in the first, so we moved to number 2, and Ella Boyer, the fantastic freshman. She's on the NFCA Top 25 Freshman Watch List, just announced this week, and has been a 3-time Freshman of the Week in the Big 12. And she will take strike 1, just caught the outer front corner of that plate, 0-1. Boyer was a designated player on Friday, went 0 for 3, was the catcher yesterday, went 3 for 4. So she's 3 for 7 on the season, on the series, I should say. Boyer from Spring, Texas. Batting .348. And looking at a 1-1 count here from Malin.
You know, Oklahoma State being able to get a 1-0 lead for Malin here in game 3. You just feel so much confidence for Oklahoma State when they get a lead with 66 in the circle.
They're just an entirely different team when she's in the circle. And you know, it's interesting when you think about, you know, that you're going to go with a different starter, that you're going to need more runs probably because you're facing good teams. They're not pitching. You're not pitching as well as when you have her in the circle. So you would anticipate that you would go get more runs knowing that. But it's not been the MO of this team, as that one misses. And Ruby thought she had another strikeout. Second time, as she still kind of is trying to find that zone. And the count runs full of 3-2. But it's not been that. It's been a confidence issue. And this team is just completely different when she's going. And there's a big cut. That's the 3rd strikeout against Malin that Boyer has had this weekend. As she's now 0-4 versus Malin so far. And again, a lot of conversation between Schneidmiller and Ruby Malin as we take a look at that swing and the emotion. Just a lot going on there for Ruby Malin. That'll bring up Campbell Bagshaw, the second baseman. Bagshaw has a home run, had one yesterday. She's 3 for 5 in this series. Has done a fantastic job. She is Bagshaw from Topeka, Kansas, Washburn Rural High School. 1-1 the count to her.
It's the first pitch ball. She thrown strikes in the first 4 batters, retired all 4 of them.
First strikeout of the day for Ruby. 3 away now from that 200 mark. Incredible number. Bagshaw batting .321 with 10 home runs. And had a home run yesterday.
And that 10 home runs up. She only had 2 all last season. Started 45 games last year, so her home run numbers are up big time this year.
Obviously taking advantage of another opportunity, that time out in front of it, and back-to-back strikeouts for Ruby Malin as Bagshaw will swing and miss. Talked about this before. Ruby doesn't fool a lot of pitchers. She just competes against them, against batters. She will go right after the batter. And it's not strikeouts looking, it's strikeouts swinging, and there's another.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you can catch up to it, and then just the movement that she has, it's super difficult, and you know, it's what makes her special in the circle.
September Flanagan looking for her first hit this weekend. Again, a Morrison, Oklahoma product. Plays third base, batting .288. She's had a good batting season as that one is chopped foul down the foul side of the bag. .288 with 5 home runs. She's batting 6th in a lineup that has been able to rake all year long, but she just struggled here in this series looking for that first hit.
Imagine there's a lot of pressure, nerves with your family in the stands.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. Maybe pressing just a little bit much. And that one misses. 2-1 the count. was a terrific pitch. Again, that ball moving late from the batter out, moving away. And right now, Ruby Malin's moving the ball east, west, up and down. She's got to move it in all directions. And that pitch almost identical to the previous, just a little outside of the count, goes full again at 3-2.
You know, Flanagan going to Kansas. I mean, she played as a freshman up there. She was academic All Big 12 and played right right away. Made 18 appearances as a freshman, and then her sophomore year started 35 games, played in 38. So, you know, to go up there and get a chance to play in the Big 12 and compete, seems like it's been a good fit for her.
Well, and to be playing at third, right? I mean, that tells you how athletic and how good the glove has been. Stays alive with a foul, and the 3-2 will do it again. And there it is. That's the caught looking that we were talking about. Not been a lot. So Kansas goes down in order in the first, and Ruby strikes out the side in the second as Flanagan goes down here. Never even moved the bat, and she knew it immediately. Cowgirls in the home half of the second coming up as we continue. Up next from Stillwater.
Welcome back our junior announcer of the game, Charlie. Charlie is 8 years old, so his favorite player is Charlie Gosling, and he's going to be running down the Cowgirl lineup for us this evening.
Well, the Cowgirls will lead off the bottom of the second with Amanda Hassler. We welcome you back to Stillwater. Cowgirls with a 1-0 lead here headed into the bottom half of the second. Hassler 0 for 3 on the series on the weekend, looking for her first hit. Trying to get some things going for her. Has not, again, was a designated player. Then she moved into the catcher's position midway through yesterday. Back in that DP spot today and takes ball one from Partridge. Again, yesterday was fantastic. Partridge threw 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 4 strikeouts, did not issue a walk, only pitched 61 pitches yesterday against Oklahoma State. And there's a called strike. 1-1 to Hassler.
I think the no walks may be one of the biggest stats on there, is not allowing Oklahoma State to even get anybody on base.
Yeah, only had to face 17 batters. And just a very, very efficient day for Partridge as that one is spun on out of play. Hassler around too quickly on that one. 1-2 the count.
What a pickup Hassler's been for Oklahoma State. I mean, she started 50 games last year. She's been an everyday contributor this year. She was first team All Big 12 last year. Right in the mix again this year.
Been a very versatile player. She rips one into left field. She'll have her first hit of the series, and the Cowgirls have their second leadoff batter aboard here in the ball game. Again, a very important series for both of these two teams. The winner of this one will be the 3 seed in the Big 12. For Kansas, if they lose it, they could fall to 5 depending on what happens with UCF. They moved up 5 spots in the RPI with a victory yesterday, so they are very much in that at-large position. And huge ball game for Kansas, for the Cowgirls trying to be a host as Tia Worsup lays down the bunt. Tia Worsup will not beat it. Oh, she does beat it out. I have a feeling they're going to review this. Yeah, unless her foot came off, it looked like the throw beat her. But you could see Coach McFalls coming out of the dugout, and she will, in fact, want to review this. Hassler will be at second.
The call feels that the runner was safe. Kansas is challenging that call.
Great bunt.
Incredible bunt. And it is, I mean, the speed of Worsup just tells you how incredible it was. It was even close because it looked like she was going to be out pretty easily. But then the speed was so remarkable. It looked like the throw got there, but maybe the foot came off. We'll have to wait and see.
You know, there's a lot of things that went right there. I mean, it was a perfect bunt. Boyer jumping out from behind the plate, comes up and makes a heck of a play. Worsup's speed, just bang, bang, and an easy review. I mean, talk about you want to get the call right.
Yeah, and it looks to me like, again, one view we have seen on the Jumbotron. So we'll try to look at another one here. That foot is still off the bag when the ball is in the glove. And so
after review, the call has been changed. Kansas retains their 2 challenges.
So Kansas keeps their challenges. Tia Worsup will get the sack bunt. And that puts Hassler at second. But 1 gone here in the bottom of the first. Now to bring up Audrey Schneidmiller, the catcher. Audrey is 1 for 3 in the series.
What a story she's had.
Out of Burleson, Texas. Yeah, you and I got a chance to listen to Joe Girardi tell the story, right? Her story is so good. When he came on our broadcast and was filling in, doing a little color analyst for us, he was extremely impressed with this young lady, and she was impressed with the fact that he knew who she was. And that ball is hit sharp. That ball's in the zone. That ball is out of here. Count it. On cue. Sound the horn.
Her 4th home run of the year in RBIs, 22 and 23.
Audrey Schneidmiller waited on it, turned perfectly with the timing, and Hassler scores, Schneidmiller scores, and the Cowgirls have a 3-0 lead. Sat back, waited on it, and drove it a mile high and just let the wind do what it does. And the Cowgirls with the early lead here. You know, it's about responding, right? Game 1, all Oklahoma State. How did Kansas respond? They were dominant in Game 2. So how does Oklahoma State respond? So far, the answer has been really good, as Aubrey Jones, who has a home run in this series. She's only 1 for 5, but that one was a home run in the first game. Cowgirls had 4 solo shots in that game Friday. Jones out of Gaylord, Michigan, batting .331, bases clear in front of her, and 1 out here in this one as she hits that one a mile high, but drifting back is Kripe to make the catch and the second out of the inning.
You know what that home run does, Casey, is it wakes up the crowd. It gets the crowd in this game early.
Well, we talked about it yesterday. You know, Coach McFalls told us that this is the toughest environment, the loudest environment. We need to take them away. They were able to do that yesterday with the 5 runs they put up in the top half of the first and went on to win, cruising. Today they've let the crowd get into it a little bit as J.L. Austin, a Wasso, Oklahoma product, freshman, and the 9-hole batter for the Cowgirls gets her opportunity.
You know, the crowd has become such a thing. Every coach we talk to leading up to the broadcast talks about the crowd, talks about the atmosphere. This is what every coach wants and hopes for.
Nearly 5,000 fans, maybe north of 5,000 fans, will have entered the park this weekend, near 1,600 in the last 2 nights, as Austin starts to show bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike, 1-2 to her. Austin is looking for her first hit in the series.
It was fun listening to Macy Graf's senior video on social and Twitter talking about the deck and what the fans have meant to her.
And it's awesome that you hear the opposing coaches say, listen, that left field deck, they're tough. The social and the Outlaws, they're tough, but they're fun. They don't do it in mean spirit. They talk a lot. You could see kids react in left field, but they don't say things that would offend, and that's not offensive if you're a Jayhawk fan. Swinging and a miss, the first strikeout for Partridge, and the Cowgirls are done. But another 2 on the board. It was this shot right here. Nope, actually that's the strikeout. That we might roll out with a home run. We're going to roll out with a good pitch by Partridge. She's showing a little emotion, and the Cowgirls have a 3-0 lead. We move to the top of the third as we continue with Big 12 softball on ESPN.
Your attention, fans, if you have a standing room only ticket, you are now free to move to any open orange seat. We do remind you that season ticket holders will still have priority for their seats throughout the game. But again, if you have a standing room only ticket, you are now free to move to any open orange seat. And the world's best return to Oklahoma City and Devon Park, July 30th through August 3rd for the 2026 USA Softball International Cup. 6 countries, including 2 teams from the U.S. Women's National Team pool, will compete at the softball capital of the world in a 5-day event. Tickets are on sale now, so scan the QR code and secure your seat.
Cowgirls get some more runs across. Ruby continues to pitch well, and for Kansas right now, as you see Ruby Malin's flag waving in the wind, contributing as she always does, trying to get her 26th win of the season already with 3 Ks, one of them backwards. She struck out the side the last time through. And for Kansas, if they want to find a way to win this game, you got to start chipping away right here too. You can't wait and let the Cowgirls get away from you. Not with Ruby Malin in the circle.
Yeah, you have to get base runners. I mean, that's what it takes. You have to try to get a couple people on, try to get some timely hitting. You know, they've been swinging early, being aggressive at the plate, but it starts with base runners and big hits.
Ainsley Linduff will lead things off. Linduff has had a really good series. She's 4 for 6, 1 for 2 versus Ruby Malin on Friday night. Linduff is the right fielder out of Oklahoma City, Westmore High School. So yet another Oklahoma product having a pretty good day in that 7th spot. A good weekend for Kansas and Coach McFalls. Batting .329. And the count even at 1-1 to her. Now 1-2. Just a little off speed that raced in on the hands, but just across the plate.
Ruby has so many weapons and so many pitches that she could just, it's hard for batters. Whew,
and there's one driven hard, but Godwin on the move, showing she's got second base natural instincts as well, even though she played the first half and most of her career at first. Slid to her right, made a terrific catch. And one gone here. Ruby has retired the first 7 batters for Kansas to start the ball game as we take another look at it.
Hit on the nail, just line drive, and almost tailed right back into Godwin to make the play.
Ava Wallace is the DP here in this one, and Ava Wallace out of Rockwall, Texas. Just a sophomore. He's in the outfield when she's playing defensively. The designated player here today, though, batting .329. This is the number 3 team in the conference in hitting. There's another pitch. That one breaking again late to the lefties. Just a little off the speed, and Great job there by Ruby putting that one in there. Get ahead 0-2 here to Wallace. Same location, just a little low. Again, terrific movement on the ball today by Ruby. She has been in the zone, down the zone, up, east, west. She has moved. She's hit every quadrant of the strike zone so far to each of these batters. The 1-2. That one is spun on, and good job staying alive there by Wallace.
You just feel like Ruby can do what she wants to and almost set the batters up each pitch.
Well, she gets ahead. She's been ahead with 2 strikes on multiple occasions, and usually 2 pitches later is when she's created the damage, either the strikeout or the fly or ground out. As that one is off the plate, 2-2. Wallace not chasing that.
For Kansas, yesterday's win was conference win number 14, which is the most Big 12 wins in a single season of program history.
We got to talk to Coach McFalls, and she said, yeah, it's been a minute since we have this series has meant so much. As that time Wallace did guess a little bit, ball running away from her, reaches, tries to swat at it, and for Ruby, she is 2 strikeouts away rather from 200 on the season, up to 198 now. Gotta bring up, excuse me, go ahead.
4 strikeouts in the last 5 batters.
Yeah, done a great job. As Cadence Stafford, the left fielder, she's 1 for 5 on the series. Stafford was 1 for 2 versus Ruby on Friday night. She was the 1 run that scored as well for Kansas in that ball game. And in the count 1-0. And even immediately at 1-1.
So Ruby has now gone 2 2/3 innings. So she sets her single season career high in innings pitched.
Amazing, came in at 206 2/3, add 2 2/3 to it. And trying to get to a full 3 innings here as the count 1-2 to Stafford.
What a 2 years it's been for her in Stillwater for Malin. Talked about in her video of just the experience of coming in here and the fans and the girls and so many memories and experiences away from the game.
The crowd loves us and we love them back. Great stuff, as that one is just off the plate. Count will go full. Check that, 2-2. It'll even at 2-2. And she said it felt homey. It just felt right.
That was a consistent message through all the videos.
It was indeed, yep. 2-2. There's another one looking. Well, said that she hadn't had a ton of them coming in, but she's got 2 today, and Ruby's got 5 strikeouts. She's 1 away from 200 on the season. Stafford just couldn't pull the trigger. Cowgirls take a 3-0 lead into the bottom of the 3rd here in Stillwater.
All right, fans, it's time for the Proton Fight Club Guess That Walk-Up Song, brought to you by Oklahoma Proton Center. Our contestant on the left field line is Adeline. Adeline's going to listen to one walk-up song, and we'll have to guess which Cowgirl softball player it belongs to. If she guesses right, she's going home a winner. All right, Adeline, here's your song. All right, Adeline, does that belong to number 1, J.L. Austin, number 2, Rosie Davis, or number 3, Lexi McDonald? Adeline says 2, and Adeline is correct. Congrats, Adeline, and thanks for supporting Cowgirl softball. Our thanks to the Oklahoma Proton Center for their support of OSU athletics.
Well, the Cowgirls, looking at that dugout, it's a little hard to see, but they're having a good time and a lot of smiles right now as their team has a 3-0 lead and an opportunity to try to add to it as Claire Tim will face that young lady Partridge. Partridge for the Kansas Jayhawks, just a freshman out of Petaluma, California, Casa Grande High School, and she did a great job yesterday facing the Cowgirls. Cowgirls have hit her a little bit better here today, and Tim tries to get a little drag bunt, and it is fair.
Fair ball.
Yep, it did just inside that or on that line. It tapped the bat, and Claire Tim will be out at first.
The bat probably stopped the base hit.
It didn't. It certainly didn't help anything as it just went to the bat and then got stuck there. Boyer able to bounce out. Nice job of her. Nice throw, and it's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Carly Godwin. Carly again looking for her first hit. She is so due for Oklahoma State. Young lady batting .303. And she is 0 for 6 in this series. Grounded out to second her first time up. She hit one of the hardest hit balls we have seen in this park in over a year. Yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, but it was foul. May have been Friday, but it was foul. It was Friday night, but it was a monster shot.
She's had some big hits in her career.
She has indeed, that time underneath it, but it spins just enough over the head of Flanagan and in front of Stafford in left, so Godwin does get her first hit of the series.
It's good for her. Confidence builder, just starts with a base hit, see what she can do. But you know, the thing with her is we knew she could hit the ball, but her second base play has been really impressive.
Yeah, she has been, again, just an incredible offensive output player for Oklahoma State. And had such an incredible start in her early years, and now made the move to second, as CD mentioned there. Here's Rosie Davis. Just misses off the plate, batting .323. Rosie had a fielder's choice RBI in the first inning. That's how the Cowgirls scored their first run.
She's hitting .319 with runners on.
Going out of the zone, and this is one young lady you got to be careful with.
Big time power. Fun player to watch.
12 home runs, 2 of them in this series. Had 2 hits in the series coming into today, and both of them were home runs. That one's away from her, 3-0. Kansas had 5 runs in the top of the 5th. Rosie got that hit at the bottom of the first inning. It looked like the Cowgirls might claw back in just a little bit, but that was the lone run. Cowgirls won game 1 8-1. Kansas came back and won game 2 in a run rule fashion 10-1.
She's tied for 6th all time in the career home run list for Oklahoma State.
And the 3-0 was in there for a strike. The 3-1. Good pitch. Now 3-2. The Kansas faithful coming to life a little bit here in Stillwater. Off speed. She's going to drive it. She's going to touch them all. Sound the horn. Rosie Davis waited again. Runner on. Make it a Baker's dozen home runs on the season.
Just a straight bomb to left. It's her 30th career home run. Sole possession of 6th.
That's a 2-run shot, and the Cowgirls have a 5-0 lead. Again, when you look at Oklahoma State, when Rosie Davis in this, when Ruby's in the circle and the Cowgirls are going, they look like a super regional Oklahoma City kind of team. it's been that off day for Ruby where they have not looked like they do most of the time. And does it not just create the most amazing intrigue to see how Kenny Gajewski is going to manage that right arm of Ruby? Because you see today on full display what this team is when they're right.
Yeah, I think it's critical to manage that, but I think at some point, you know, you're at the this is what you play for. I mean, you're getting down into the tournament time and postseason, and you have to go with the best lineup and the best chance to win. And you know, that's where your trainers and your prep throughout the year hopefully prepares you for the run. But for Oklahoma State, and I know this is hard to say, but if we're playing a game, 66 needs to be in the circle.
She has been phenomenal, there's no doubt. There is a pitching change for Kansas. Blakely Barber. Chloe Barber got the start on Friday. Blakely Barber, the freshman from Georgetown, Texas, Rouse High School, will enter for Coach McFalls, and we'll see what this looks like. Blakely, another one of these young ladies that's gotten a lot of innings pitched on the season. I mean, this is a team that came in that has, they're very well balanced. They've got 4 or 5 kids they feel very comfortable with. And again, after what Partridge did, I fully anticipated she would start today. But the Cowgirls, they definitely made the adjustments necessary, and now Barber will get a chance.
Yeah, trying to mix it up for Kansas just to try to get this Oklahoma State lineup just off balance right now. I mean, you're trailing 5-0. You're trying to make a play, trying to mix it up, anything you can do to try to stay in the game.
So Lexi McDonald grounded out to the pitcher, first time up. We'll try to lead Oklahoma State here in the, or continue them here in the third.
You know, for Kansas, you're trying to get out of the inning, but it's a tough chore when you're trailing 5-0 with Malin in the circle.
And that's that run support. Often she doesn't need more than a couple. She may give up a run here or there, but 5 is a tall task. But if you're Kansas, you got to keep it here to give yourself any kind of a chance. Max McDonald takes strike 1. The 2-0 in there for a 2-1. Cowgirls got the lead runner on in first and second. They did not in this inning. They actually grounded out on that little bunt by Claire Tim, but then Godwin singled and Davis left the yard. That one misses out of the zone. Little changeup was still moving upward when it came across. And a 3-1 count to Lexi McDonald.
McDonald, a great hitter, and has proven her worth here in the second half of the season.
You love the fact she felt like she needed to play more. Went to Kenny Gajewski. They had the conversation. What's it going to take? That means somebody else is not going to be playing as much. Opportunity arose. She continued to work and has blossomed since that point of the season, as she is on first with the walk. It's the first walk issued in the ball game, and that'll bring up Amanda Hassler, the designated player today, batting .296. Got a single her first time up, and takes ball 1 to start this at bat. That one got her. So say that looked pretty tight, and now she says it got her, and the home plate umpire says no, I don't think it did. I was going to say it was high and tight. I don't know if it was that tight or not, but it definitely a conversation between Kenny Gajewski and the home plate umpire. Yeah, that got her on the elbow. It went right into the glove, ticked off that elbow guard, and then right into the glove. And I think, let's see if they review it. I think they are. Nope, they are not going to review it. So we'll. And it certainly looked to me like it got that arm guard.
Yeah, and Hassler quickly took off the armor and was ready to head to first.
Garrett Knowles is the home plate umpire today. Try to throw behind McDonald at first, back in there at safe. Dustin Douglas is at first, and Keith Kearney is standing behind second. The third base umpire today is Hassler ahead in the count 2-1. Fouls it back 2-2. Mentioned Hassler's worth. She gives you some versatility as a catcher. Her offense has been immediate. Schneidmiller's defense has been better, but her offense was not as good. Now, you look at it, and Schneidmiller's offense has come around. It's been awesome. And now she takes one off the end of the knob of the bat, and we will foul it off and keep it at 2-2.
You know, one thing, Casey, with Schneidmiller and Hassler, that just the back and forth to be able to put in a fresh catcher and to move it around, but you're not lacking offense production because you can put them in the DP spot.
That's exactly right. 3-2. The count now. Hassler's been hit 12 times this season. She's been a magnet in there. You know, the thing that's interesting, though, is what do you do with Madison Hoffman, who has been unbelievable in that pitch hitting row? She could be your DP, and that'll be a strikeout. Looked a little out of the zone initially, and Amanda Hassler didn't like it, but a strikeout here for Barber to kind of get settled in a little bit, and she'll face Tia Warsop here. Let's take another look at where that ball was. It looked like it was right in there, numbers high, and hard to tell where it was on the plate, but Hassler didn't like it as Warsop comes out swinging.
You know, when Hassler struck out on the way back to the dugout, she stopped and talked to Schneidmiller in the on-deck circle.
Yep, lots of conversation there as Warsop sack bunt first time up, looking for her first official AB today. Batting .340. Warsop has been on a tear. She's 2 for 5 this weekend. The best, one of the few multi-hit players in the series. Davis had a couple coming in, but Warsop was the only other one. And she continues to add to that streak as that one goes flying up the middle. Limbaugh will come on to keep it to everybody in check here.
Warsop hitting north of .445 with 2 outs.
Unbelievable. It's been phenomenal. Warsop now on a 5-game hitting streak. Been on base 7 consecutive games. Now to bring up Schneidmiller. So let's see if the conversation between Hassler and Schneidmiller will help. We know this, Schneidmiller has already left the park against a different pitcher. This will be the first time for her to face Barber. At .323, she added one more. She's got 4 now home runs on the season and 23 RBI, and a couple on the bags right now. Fouls that one back. Schneidmiller batting .387 with 2 outs, .343 with runners in scoring position. So, again, those numbers on the board just go up higher and higher. These situational opportunities for Schneidmiller.
Not getting cheated at the plate either, taking her hacks.
0-2 pitch coming up. And fouls off. That one a little bit fooled, but got the bat on it to stay alive and got to protect here as Barber comes in challenging.
Cowgirls with 6 hits today.
7th batter at the plate here in the 3rd. 17 hits they gave up yesterday to Oklahoma State. Only managed 2, and Schneidmiller pops that one into right. Limbaugh coming on, and she will make the catch for the 3rd out. But the Cowgirls get the 2-run home run by Rosie Davis, and the Cowgirls have a commanding 5-0 lead going into the 4th. This is Big 12 softball on ESPN.
It just felt like home. Getting to know Coach G and the coaching staff here was just so much fun. My bond with my teammates is indescribable. I mean, these girls are my sisters, and I feel like I can go to each and every one of them with anything. I would say that just really any moment together is my favorite. I just love them. They're so cool on and off the field, and I think that's what just makes us so good.
This group of girls is one in a million. They just make me laugh, and they make me feel so loved. To the ups and the downs, we just have a great time, and so loyal, and I know I can trust them with anything, and they'll always be one call away.
Once again, fans, we invite you to stick around post-game as we honor the 2026 senior class.
Well, Ruby Malin has been able to sit down 5 batters with a strikeout here this afternoon. She's been phenomenal. 2 of those have been looking, and those 5 strikeouts now have her at 199. She's staring 200 squarely in the eye, and just continues to make that happen. And 200's in pretty impressive, put her in pretty impressive company.
No question. I mean, puts her in an elite group as she looks at going 200 strikeouts and 20 wins in back-to-back seasons. It's going to be the first time since Kim Ward in 1994-95. And then you talk about the other group, the only other players to do that, Ward, Roach, and Michelle Smith. So elite company.
Pretty good names on the all-time pitching list for Oklahoma State, and yet doing it in an era where the rubber got moved back a few feet, when you added more games in a series in the conference. You went from a white ball to a yellow ball. All of those things, and has been phenomenal. She's got such a, she reminds me of Samantha Shao in her stature. Tall, just incredible arm. Very outgoing, maybe not quite as much as Limbaugh will get the first hit of the ball game and break up the no-hitter. And Ruby's first time not to set down one of the Kansas Jayhawks. Give Kansas credit for the adjustment there, as Presley was able to punch that one through. But Ruby's, she has been one of those staples, and you know, it's, someone tweeted out earlier that she should be in the Player of the Year or Most Valuable Player of the Year award candidate for the country. Nobody means more to their team than Ruby Malin.
No doubt. I mean, every second she's in the game, the confidence level changes. They feel like they can do anything with 66 in the circle, and so this is the difference of being a top 10 team versus just a team that's in the NCAA tournament. You're talking a team that could make a run to OKC with Ruby Malin.
And I know a lot of people are going to go, well, whoa, what about Nigeri Kennedy at Texas Tech? Well, again, she's an incredible part of what they do, but she hasn't pitched nearly as many as that one has popped up. And man, the sun just got in everybody's way. Rosie had no clue where it was. Schneidmiller located it, called her off, and then she lost it. And staying alive is Anna Souls. And see if she can make the most of that opportunity, because she truly is getting second life right there. That sun continues to be a problem.
Yeah, that was a tough play, and you know, Davis immediately started pulling back, and Schneidmiller tried to make the play, but the sun's factored in all weekend.
And there's a strike. 1-2 the count. Ruby Malin now with 17 strikeouts looking. A little different number for Kennedy, 51. Truly incredible pitcher, but wins belong to Ruby. She's got 4 more than Kennedy. I mean, just a lot of the numbers, and certainly the innings pitched. That's the difference right there about Ruby and with Kennedy. 2-2. Although I'd say they're both pretty good. And there's a check swing and another strikeout, and that's a big one. That's number 200 for the career of Ruby Malin.
Just kept Souls out in front, couldn't catch up to it, and a landmark strikeout.
200 strikeouts for Ruby Malin. Souls didn't want to be on that list, certainly not number 200, but an incredible run here by Malin. The play by Jones, the throw to first not in time, but Jones gets the lead runner, and Limbaugh is out at second. Souls again struck out, and reaching on a fielder's choice is Haley Kripe. She'll be at first, but 2 gone.
Smooth play by Jones. Backhand. Fired to second for the out.
Deep in the hole, probably could have got the throw to first if she needed to, but had the wherewithal to throw it to Godwin, covering second. Made a nice throw. Godwin's turn looked good, but too much speed by Kripe to get down first. And the Jayhawks will just swap out runners at first with 2 gone for Ella Boyer. 345 hitter on the season, 18 home runs. There's a freshman in Norman that's probably going to lay claim to that Freshman of the Year list or trophy, but Boyer certainly deserves to be on that list.
In this conference, probably a Freshman of the Year, I'm guessing.
In this conference, I would say she's probably right there. It's been phenomenal. Very few freshmen have the impact that she's having. And was named to the NFCA list. The NFCA, National Softball Coaches Association. And Kenny Gajewski is the president of that said foundation. And there's the blast and the power that you see from Boyer. It's going to go foul, but my land, she smoked that ball.
End up right up next to McElroy.
Yep. Yep, it was working on picking up a hot dog in the tailgate, but it didn't quite reach it. But that is a ball that is hammered by Boyer. Could have made it 5-2, but it drifted foul. Now a 2-2 count. That pitch just off the plate. 3-2.
I feel like that was a setup pitch.
With the way Ruby's got control and the command she has right now, wouldn't surprise you. And when staying alive is Boyer, and the umpire wears one off the foot that time. And they're going to check on him, and he says he's okay.
Garrett Knowles behind the plate today.
Yeah, that's a veteran move by Schneidmiller too, to walk the ball out and give the umpire a little bit of time to walk it off. And
that's how you get the extra call.
Say, I'm okay, right? You're okay. I'm okay. Everybody good? And we'll line it up, do it again. Another money pitch to Boyer. And has the ability to change the complexion of this game in one swing. Almost did. It just drifted foul a moment ago. Struck out her last time up. Struck out twice against Ruby in the first ball game. That one is hit to Davis. Davis the throw across the diamond, and the Jayhawks are done in the top of 4. Ruby Malin, 200 strikeouts, 6 on the day. She is dealing for the Oklahoma State Cowgirls. We're back right after this.
Fans, let's give a shout to section 204 and say hi to Jeremy, Jordan, and Jackson, today's lucky fans of the game, courtesy of Visit Stillwater. Keep your head in the game. If you drink during the game, have a ride ready for after. Alcohol sales will end at the start of the 5th inning. Remember, never drink and drive. This is a message from NDUI and the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office. Hands up, fans. Our friends from Oklahoma Promo are sending t-shirts your way. Get on your feet, make some noise, and remember that Oklahoma Promo has you covered for all your promotional product needs.
Back in Stillwater, the home crowd enjoying the beautiful spring afternoon in Stillwater, Oklahoma. All those K's lined up in the outfield fences. The Cowgirls have done a good job holding this Kansas team in check. And scoreboard says no hits for Kansas. I've got Kansas with 1 hit. Presley definitely had a hit, that single her last time up. So 6-1, I believe. And let me check the, nope, on the official scoreboard, Kansas does not have a hit.
Yeah, they're going to take the hard shot up the middle. They had the shift on, end up hitting a ball off her glove. She tried to pick it up and throw it to first, not in time. So they're saying that if she would have fielded that thing cleanly, she would have had the put out.
So it's an error instead. So so the no-hitter is in full effect right now for Ruby Malin. For Partridge, she's just trying to hold things in check here as the Cowgirls will lead things off here in the inning with Aubrey Jones. Aubrey swinging, and you said earlier getting their money's worth. She's still swinging hard. Had a home run on Friday. Been swinging great aggressiveness and confidence here. As of late, the shortstop popped out to short her first time up. Behind the count here, 1-2, batting .328.
Jones and her sister Jaden on the team. The first set of sisters Oklahoma State has had in the program since 1990 and 91.
That was with, do we know?
Linda and Sharon Sedona.
Okay.
Thanks to the notes from Serge.
Shout out to there's a check swing to the Sedona sisters. And here's a good chance to talk about our guy Serge, who's the sports information director for Oklahoma State softball. Been here for a long time. Worked through a student as a grad student, getting ready to graduate. And terrific young man, has done a fantastic job.
No question. All the stats, all the social content, just anything you need, interviews, he's taking care of the team. He's done a great job.
Aubrey Jones left the bat on her shoulder, and there's another strikeout for for Barber. And Barber able to get her second strikeout and get things calmed down a little bit for Kansas in the circle. I'll bring up J.L. Austin. She struck out her last time up back in the second inning. Batting .250 out of Owasso, looking for her first hit in the series. You know, I remember talking to Kenny Gajewski about Serge, and the very first time I ever met Serge, probably through Ryan Cameron, who's also sports information at Oklahoma State. As the first pitch is laced into right field, and there's that first hit for J.L. Austin. Looked at it, thought about two, but instead will take the single. And that's a good rip right there by Austin.
I like the aggressive nature. She was rounding first, looking two.
If that had been bobbing at all in the right field, she would have gone to, or the throw had been a little farther offline. But just remember Serge being very all in, very excited and all in when I first met him, and excited about being a part of this team. And a visit in the circle, is this going to be a change, or is this just conversation about trying to make sure everybody is on the same page? But Serge has done a great job, and not sure what his future is going to be. He may stay here with Oklahoma State. He may have other opportunities, but certainly wish him well on this senior day.
Yeah, I don't think people realize from an SID standpoint of the role, just to be able to keep the stats in line.
By the way, there's Serge on camera. That's him in the middle screen.
Serge.
Yeah, looking down. He's shy. He's humble. He doesn't want to be talked about. Now he realizes he is being talked about. But listen, your point you were about to make is a good one. So there's a lot of work that happens there.
Yeah, there's just a ton of work, but also in recruiting, when you talk about what's on the social, what's on the website, what's on, what coach is trying to put out, and he's part of the team. He's part of the staff. Those guys are dialed in, and I'm excited to see him get honored with the team after this game.
Yeah, social media, all of those things Oklahoma State social media softball wise is outstanding, as Claire Tim takes a couple of pitches, 1 ball, 1 strike with J.L. Austin at first and 1 out. But Oklahoma State has benefited greatly from Surge, and Kenny Gajewski allows those guys, young guys, to grow into that role. And he definitely guides them well. He's done a good job from that. I mean, that starts with the head coach, right? That's where it begins.
I think the whole staff and the consistency that Kenny brings in, and the strength coach has been here a while, and he's got former players in the dugout. And
well, everybody wants to come back and be a part of this thing as that one's off the plate. 3-1 now to Tim.
It's way more than softball at Oklahoma State.
And that goes back to those senior videos you were talking about. Those are very sincere, genuine words from those young ladies going, I love these kids on and off the field, and our fans, it just feels right here. As that one spun out of play. And there's a lot of places that can say that, right? But there's different places where different kids fit in, and the kids that come to Oklahoma State undoubtedly have that opportunity to grow into a place that they can call home for a long time.
Well, in the transfer portal era, you're looking for a place, one, that can help you excel on the field.
And that's going to be a walk, as J.L. Austin didn't know it was a walk. She wasn't sure if it was going to be a strike call, and she was on the move either way, but it ends up being a walk to Claire Tim.
But you're looking for a place that you can go on and continue your career, but then also find a family. And there's so many examples of that within Kenny Gajewski's time at Oklahoma State, and players that have come in here redefined their career.
You look at some of these young ladies like a Claire Tim, like a Lexi McDonald. Those kids have been here for 4 years. As that ball gets Carly Godwin, and the bases are going to be loaded here in the fourth.
Dangerous spot with Davis coming up.
That is the understatement of the year right there. Rosie Davis had a 2-run shot her last time up. And again, in the circle, Blakely Barber, just a freshman out of Georgetown, Texas. Did a good job of kind of settling down the ship a little bit. But came out here with a strikeout to Jones, giving up a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch. And the bases are loaded with one gone.
Kansas does have Sam Clare warming up in the bullpen.
Sam Clare came in and pitched on Friday. She'd only pitched a couple of innings coming in. She got 3 outs and pitched a complete inning in that game. As Davis takes one low and away. She's got 13 home runs, the Baker's dozen. Could she add a 14th as Kenny Gajewski may get a pinch runner in here? I don't know who that would be for. Maybe Austin's already got good speed. And it looks like he's going to get her in there for Claire Tim, who was at second, and that'll be Macy Graff that'll come in for the Cowgirls. So now you've got Austin, Graff, and you got Godwin on the bags for Oklahoma State. Senior day for Macy Graff as well.
You're going to have a chance on a base hit to score 2 with Graff at second.
So 1-0 count. Rosie, 327, could truly put this one away. And that is just outside, 2-0.
And Barber's going to get herself in trouble because you're going to have to come in to Davis.
At some point, if she's not chasing off the plate, you're going to have to bring it across, and that's when it becomes a problem, as that one is hit, and it's a flare, and it's going to be tag situation. The Cowgirls will not run, and they do try to throw behind the runner at third. Now let's see what happens here as the Cowgirls try to avoid a rundown, and they're out at third, and
that should be 3 outs.
And it is 3 outs. All right, so the scoreboard was wrong. No, the scoreboard was, I don't know.
Yeah, we had a strikeout for Jones to start the inning. We had the fly out for the second, and then the rundown is the 3rd out.
All right, I'll take your word for it. We'll get the official score on the other side. The confusion on the field is an indication it wasn't just us. Timeout, Big 12 softball on ESPN.
so here I am.
I chose Oklahoma State because I wanted to compete for a national championship around the bond with my teammates is special. I think it was short just because of my time here, but I feel like just the memories will last forever, and I'm grateful for it.
It's from a long time. For example, Tia and Audrey, I've known them since they were 8, 9, 10. We played, Tia and I were teammates. I'm just so thankful to have the relationships that I've had the past 4 years, and gosh, I couldn't love them more, and I think they couldn't love me more. And I just feel it from them, and they feel it from me. At least I hope so. But I'm just so thankful that the Lord has put awesome girls in my life these past 4 years, and friends that I'll have forever, which I'm so thankful for.
My teammates are my best friends. They make going out and competing so easy because I get to do it for them. And I've always been following her, even when she was in the portal. I said, hey, I've got a home for you. It's a forever home. And she came here, and I'm glad she did because we got 29 and lived out one last year together.
Stillwater is special to me because
Stillwater is special because it's like a family, a huge family. Everyone loves Cowgirl softball, and we love them back, and so just feels so home.
All right, so a little confusion. That was the second out right there. That was the catch, the fly out by Rosie Davis. So that was number 2. And then the Cowgirls right here get into pickle with J.L. Austin, tries to get back in time, does not. So those are the 3 outs. They had it right, but the Cowgirls started running the bags. The scoreboard only said 1 out, and I think that's kind of added to the confusion, but it was, in fact, the right call. The Cowgirls leave them loaded in the – I guess they don't leave them loaded as they get tagged out at third. They only had runners at first and second when it was all said and done. But no matter how you look at it, Cowgirls had a bases-loaded situation, didn't get anybody across. We go to the top of the 5th. It's 5-0 with Ruby Malin facing Campbell Bagshaw. And falls behind Bagshaw 2-0. Struck her out the last time up. That was part of that strikeout, backwards K strikeout in the second where Ruby added to those totals. That one misses 3-0, and tapping herself on the chest. Ruby says that's on me, and you can see her inhale, exhale, trying to just relax a little bit right here. Try to finish this thing out.
How about Ruby? She's won the last 18 decisions. Longest active streak in the country.
Talked about, again, her value to this program and how hot this team is. It starts with her, but there's so much that goes on around her, and this team has been phenomenal. And she's worked from a 3-0 count to get the count full at 3-2.
Kenny had mentioned early in the year that she had worked with Michelle Smith in the offseason, trying to work on her game. And you think about how pitching has changed in the game since Michelle Smith days when pitchers went every game, every inning.
That one is hit straight to Austin, and Austin able to catch that one on the fly. 1 gone here in the 5th. No, that's a great point. I mean, this is, again, it's just a different game than it was even 20 years ago.
Yeah, the game has changed and evolves, and now, you know, Oklahoma State's in a situation where you're going to look at one pitcher going into the postseason and needing to throw every game, and you know, how much will she rely on the Michelle Smith factor of, you know, how did you take care of your body in a grind where you were throwing every day? What's that relationship like?
September Flanagan, the 3rd baseman, batting now for Kansas. Yeah, you know, that's the thing Ruby is so good at. And she said she's had a hard time sleeping as of late because she kind of relives the ball games. But she is all about getting the massage, all about getting 10 hours of sleep. She takes her own food, oftentimes on the road. She's about eating healthy and clean. And I mean, there's a reason why she's been able to do what she's been able to do. That one is pounded by Flanagan, foul, but the off speed had her out in front and pushes it to the left side.
You know, Ruby wants the ball. I mean, she wants to be in the big games. She wants a chance to give her teammates the best opportunity to win.
Interesting part is she told me recently that Pitching stresses her out. As that one is hit, great job there. That is Warsop, that is in right. She's moved to right, and Macy Graff is back in left. Claire Tim coming out, and it's a great job moving to her left. And again, right's different than left, obviously, but terrific effort there by Tia Warsop.
A couple of nice catches in the outfield, and Malin's continued to roll.
Bring up Ainsley Linduff, the right fielder. Batting .326. Linduff out of Oklahoma City Westmore High School. Takes a strike there, 1-1 the count. Linduff lined out to second her first time up. Came into the series, though, 4 of 6. She was on a tear.
Coach really impressed with her approach at the plate.
Just inside.
Kansas has only had runners on. They do not have a hit at this point, but the fourth inning was the only inning Kansas had something going offensively.
That one is flared foul down the left side, and the count will go to 2-2. So interesting, the right-handed batters have been early. The left-handed batters have been late. They all end up in that left field side foul. Some well-hit balls, but all of them have mostly gone that direction.
You see the left fielder closer to the line.
Got to learn something. There's a swing and a miss and another strikeout. Now to 201. Just continuing to add to her totals. Ruby Maley gets another one. The Cowgirls set Kansas down in order. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Cowgirls with a convincing 5-0 lead here in Stillwater. We'll be back.
Get up, shake out your legs, and sing along. It's time for the fifth inning stretch.
Well, RPIs matter, and everybody's trying to get to the numbers behind there, the NCAA tournament appearances, and Kansas got a new right fielder. In fact, that is Bailey Weber out of Overland Park, Blue Valley Southwest High School, and RPIs matter. And Kansas moved up with the win yesterday. That's why they certainly would love to win another one here today.
Yeah, RPIs updated after last night. Texas Tech still leads the conference at number 12, but Oklahoma State only dropped a spot after yesterday's loss. Still sitting at 15 and well in position to host a regional. Arizona jumped up to 19, so that's right on the kind of cut line for hosting. And then UCF is at 21, Arizona State at 24, Baylor at 36, and KU jumped up 5 spots after the win yesterday to 40.
Big 12 tournament coming up. Everybody's going to be trying to get to Oklahoma City, maybe improve some of those numbers, as Lexi McDonald 1-1 the count here for young lady from Silo, Oklahoma. Takes one out of the zone, 2-1. Parker, I do not know why I continue to call her Parker. It's Barber is in the circle for Kansas.
Oklahoma State coming back up for the second time against Barber.
That one outside, 3-1 the count.
I just think that changes the at-bat so much when you've already seen a pitcher.
Well, I think that's probably part of the reason why the Cowgirls against Partridge. They saw her several times yesterday. She got the start again today. And again, you've got all your ABs to look at and the adjustments that you can make, and the Cowgirls certainly did that. As Lexi McDonald just rips one foul. 3-2. The count will stay there. Lexi McDonald, she is 0 for 1 today with a walk. Got that walk back in the third. Steps back in, and Barber continues to pitch well for the Jayhawks. And there's another strikeout. Nope, she got a piece of it. Stayed alive. Thought it just swung over the top of it, but hit enough of it, and then it goes into Boyer. And the umpire returns the favor and stalls a little bit, taking the ball out, making sure Boyer is okay. And we'll do the 3-2 all over.
McDonald, a two-time All-Big 12 academic selection. Really seeing her first playing time.
Student athlete, and hits that one. Limbaugh will be able to get under it. Floated just a little bit, tailed away from Limbaugh, but she was able to get there and record the first out of the inning.
A lot of times in this day and age, with especially the portal, academic side's kind of overlooked because it's all about playing time and building your roster, but McDonald's taking care of business in the classroom.
Student athlete. Been here the entire time. Great stuff by that young lady. Hassler fouls the first pitch back. Hassler is 1 for 2 today with a strikeout last time up. Had a single in the first. Batting .294. She is number 2 now on the team in home runs, as Rosie Davis eclipsed her, went to 13. She's still at a true dozen, and Davis at the Baker's dozen.
Came into the weekend with 55 career home runs.
Takes ball 2. Baker still have Baker's dozen. Sir, is there service? I mean, you know, in the world we're in right now, is service still that kind that we're going to give you more than you paid for? I mean, I feel like that's what I get from you as a color commentator. Backhand, Kripe throws across, and in time for the out number 2.
What a play. I think it's still in America you do.
Probably in Lawrence.
Yeah,
Probably in Lawrence you get
Lawrence,
the same
for
thing.
sure.
Manhattan, maybe. A lot of our good Big 12 towns.
Now batting the right fielder.
Casey, it's been fun to be able to call these games and to be a part of. Obviously, if I'm not on air, I've been doing stats for a million years.
We appreciate whatever capacity you're here. You complete the team. Rachel Becker normally with us and unable to be here for this weekend, but it's been a great year. Tyler Blackburn has produced most of our broadcast, and we've had another terrific year. Miles stepping in the last couple of days, or 2 of the last 3 anyway, as Tia Warsop falls behind here, 0-2. Sack, bunt, and a single, so she's 1 for 1 today.
You know, Becker gone for this last weekend, but I'm excited to watch the Cowgirls and the Big 12 players that are playing in the professional league.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. The AUSL, she's a part of that now, was with the Spark last year. Ironically, not now. She's with the Talons, but the Spark are now part of that league. They were not last year when she was in there. So that league's still trying to develop and trying to find its way, and that's going to be fun. And Worcester just continues to find her way. Just continues to pound the ball up the middle. Yet another one right there, and she's now 2 for 2 on the day, and she keeps the inning alive for Oklahoma State.
That's the 14th time this season that she's had multi-hits in a game.
And another 2-out hit for her. Batting been tremendous in that regard. Now Schneidmiller, let's see if we're going to get Schneidmiller or not. Maybe Madison Hoffman, we'll see. Conversations all over the place right now. Kenny Gajewski came over, talked to the home plate umpire. Maybe he's not going to make a move just yet. Working that lineup card pretty hard down there right now.
The anticipation, everybody looking at the dugout.
And you might have anticipated this one if you thought very hard about it, is it will be Madison Hoffman. Madison Hoffman did not get a hit yesterday, but coming into yesterday, her 3 ABs were home run, triple. Yesterday, she 0 for 1 in a pitch hitting role.
Number 8, Madison Hoffman.
Her numbers have certainly suggested she has earned this opportunity.
No question, big hits. Take advantage.
Swung over the top of that one. Now 0-1 is Barber tries to finish the deal here in the 5th. And off the plate, 1-1. Redshirt freshman is Hoffman. Coming off of that injury, she had a torn ACL from a year ago. Lee's Summit, Missouri, Blue Spring South High School, and the 1-1 misses 2-1.
You know, we've been talking about her hitting performances, but she came here as a pitcher.
Yep, and again, they've let her work her way back in. She's been in some bullpen. We've seen her warm up a few times, have not been in the ball game though. And that one comes across, 3-1. She's batting .444 on the season. This is her 19th at bat of the year. 8 hits, 9 RBI, has drawn 6 walks, and has 3 home runs.
How about 556 with her 2 outs.
And here's one that's ripped into right field. She's done it again! Pitch hit home run for Madison Hoffman. Sound the horn!
That ball just roped to right.
She laced it, nuked it, and sent it out of the yard. Holy smokes, what a smash by the freshman.
The strength that she has just to stay with that pitch and drive it down the line.
She hits a home run once every 4 ABs.
And you know who's out there celebrating?
Ruby Malin.
66
Ruby
is
Malin.
right there.
100% knows her job just got that much easier. And the Cowgirls are in run rule territory now. One more would end this one. 2 outs though. And the incredible pinch hitting effort by Madison Hoffman just keeps on giving.
It's just fun. They're having a good time. It's senior day and it's contagious. Everybody's hitting the ball. Everybody's having fun. Girls love each other. You can see that.
Again, what you love about the 2 programs is Kansas was undoubtedly very unhappy Friday. Came back and had a terrific performance on Saturday. Cowgirls were not happy with what happened on Saturday. Now they're having the terrific performance on Sunday. And, you know, for Oklahoma State, they're feeling like, okay, this is going to put us in that 3 spot, the 3 seed going to Oklahoma City. It's also going to keep us in that hosting range with that RPI and where the voters are going to put us. We could be hosting a regional. So they may get the best of the series, but both of these programs have responded very well to adversity this weekend.
Yeah, and knowing what you have, I mean, that's the thing. This time of year, you know your squad. Like, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses. They both played the matchups in Game 1 and Game 2.
They have been phenomenal. Kenny G showing he's lost a little bit of his touch over there, trying to get a foul ball. And
I don't think Serge would give him the error, though.
Serge likes his job and wants to stay here, but I got to be honest with you, that he kicked it a little bit. I'm thinking that goes Kenny G. On the 2-2 outside, 3-2 count goes full to Aubrey Jones, trying to end it here. One more run would do it. She had the home run on Friday. She's got 4 on the year, and she's got help with the wind.
I'd like to see the growth for Jones throughout the year.
It's been good, and that's a good AB right there. Very good AB, and Boyer, a freshman, turns to Barber in the circle as a freshman and says, hey, calm down. Kind of puts both hands up and says, hey, calm down. And so Cowgirls will have more opportunity right here to keep the thing spinning a little bit as the center fielder, J.L. Austin. She had a good hit into right field last time up. Take strike 1.
Think about some of the young players we've talked about with Coach Gajewski. You talk about the Hoffmans, the Austins, the Jones, some of these great young players that are coming up in this program.
And that's the other part about it is there has definitely been some portal kids that have made their impact, and Ruby Malin is one of them. Many kids have, but there's a lot of kids. The Rosie Davises, the Carly Godwins, the Lexi McDonalds, the youngsters you're talking about now, Aubrey Jones, J.L. Austin, obviously Tia Warsop. I mean, it's a very homogenized in whether it's youngsters, portal kids, whether it's kids that are homegrown, they've been brought in. Kenny does a great job, and the number one key to that, CD, is the Cowgirl way. He means it when he says it. They have to fit that mold.
Yeah, and you could be honest when you have a relationship with people, and when you talk to them and you talk to their family and you bring them in here and you're consistent and they know you care, you can be honest. And I think the honesty is a game changer.
Ruby Malin getting a little in between innings jog, getting that keep that soreness starting to settle in a little bit right here, and I'm sure she would rather J.L. Austin finish it, but if she has to, she'll come out and throw another inning or two if she needs to, or more. Austin with a 2-2, and that one misses. 3-2. Count full again. Last time it resulted in a walk for Jones. Will Barber be able to win this one and get her team into the top half of the 6th? That's fouled off. We'll do it again.
They think that Austin has a tremendous upside as she grows in her career, and she's been a staple in center from day one. But offensively, they think her power numbers and what she can do.
Definitely is, again, having a terrific freshman campaign. And the money pitch is tall. It's a back-to-back walks, and so the Cowgirls have runners at first and second. And the top of the order up, but here comes Coach McFalls, and maybe we're going to make another change here in the circle. It would certainly appear so.
Looks like Claire coming from the bullpen, the freshman.
Again, we talked about her. She only had 2 innings pitched coming into the series. She pitched 1 inning on Friday, and she came in and was good. Got 2 strikeouts, faced 3 batters, and got 3 outs. Did her job, and she'll get an opportunity here to try to close it out again for Kansas and hopefully get them again to the next inning. Boyer will stay in the catcher position, have a chance to let her warm up a little bit. Coach McFalls want to have the conversation with Claire.
So with that walk, JL tied the freshman single season walk record with Shippey.
That's a pretty good record to be in. Pretty good company to be in, for sure.
Anytime you can tie a record with somebody that has their name on the wall, not too shabby.
It's a good thing. Sam Claire from Eudora, Kansas, Eudora High School. As this one slows down a little bit for the third pitcher to come into the ball game for Kansas. Both programs headed to the Big 12 tournament May 7th through the 9th. As you mentioned, here's an interesting, and I haven't looked today to see the numbers, but The top eight teams go. Utah has a half-game lead over Iowa State going into today. And the top 8 teams will go single elimination. You got to win 3 to win it all. And 8 teams will be vying for a Big 12 championship.
So today around the league, UCF was playing at Iowa State. That game started at 11. And Arizona at Utah. That game was a 1 o'clock start, all on ESPN+. So a lot of softball going on right now. 8 teams, single elimination, fun. Should be a really competitive tournament in OKC.
And Claire Tim will step in, and Utah is beating Arizona 7-1, so they may put an end to that race right there if they can go win it. And UCF knocked off Iowa State, so there you go. There's the answer we were looking at. Got the answers there. Just had to go to the tote board, and we've got them. 0-1 count to Claire Tim. That one high and away, high and inside, I should say. 1-1. Cowgirls have out-hit Kansas by 9 hits so far. 7-0 our score. That one fouled out of play. And the catch in the gallery. Standing room only with a glove. Got a glove on it and made that catch. Nice job, young lady. Claire Tim's got 30 RBI. 1 more would end this one. 8 home runs on the season. 1 for 2 today. Hits that one foul, and coming over and making the catch is Stafford. Good job finding the sun, the wall, and the spin on the ball, but was able to get it, and we have finished through 5. The Cowgirls lead it 7-0. This is Big 12 softball on ESPN.
Fans, the Cowgirls will be back in action later this week at the Big 12 Championship. Tickets are available now at SeatGeek.com. Join us at Devon Park again for the Big 12 Championship later this week.
The wind is blowing, and both teams are going, trying to find the victory here in Stillwater, Oklahoma. The rubber match between these two teams. Cowgirls won Friday, Kansas won Saturday. Ruby Malin, Schneidmiller had their moment in the circle, trying to close things out here with the Cowgirls a 7-0 lead. You know, the confidence level of Oklahoma State, they played Oklahoma, #1 team in the country, beat them. #2 team in the country is Nebraska, they beat them. #5 team in the country is Texas. They beat them. They've taken on teams like Texas A&M. They beat them. You look at that up and down that lineup, Oklahoma State has won many of those ball games, and as they get ready to embark upon postseason, this is going to be a confidence bunch moving to Oklahoma City and beyond.
Yeah, and I think they have the anywhere, anytime mentality. They want to play the best. They've played a great schedule. Kenny's always played a great schedule. He wants to compete, and it's not about getting to postseason, it's about getting to Oklahoma City. And when you have those type of goals, you're willing to play anybody, anywhere.
They have played UCLA. It's in the top 6. They have played Florida. They just, it's amazing. They played Duke. That ball is laced into right field. That breaks up a no-hitter, and that will be a double on the board for the Kansas Jayhawks, and that was number 7, Ava Wallace, the designated player, able to knock that one through.
Well, Malin was looking at the no-hitter through 6 or through 5. But
did a good job of going down and getting that one, and we're going to have some conversations. Maybe not sure where the conversation. Oh, we're going to have a pinch runner at first. That's what we're going to have, and that's number 36, Maddie Hayes.
Field is that the runner was safe at second. Oklahoma State is challenging that and plays under review.
I do think it was close at second, and I do think the umpire had to think it through. Maddie Hayes is going to pinch run, and we're going to get a review. When she came in a little nonchalant, and I felt like the tag was close. Now, couldn't tell if it was in time or not, but the officials will determine that for us. Did you just resurrect as we look at this replay right here? No, she's there. Yep, it looked, oh, she stepped up. That was the thing right there. She shuffled her feet with the tag still applied. That may be the issue here. Did she come off the bag at either point? Hard to see there if that left foot came up after the right foot was starting to plant. That'll be a very interesting decision. But I felt like you just resurrected the Les Miles era at Oklahoma State. Play anytime, anywhere. Let's go.
Let's go back, you know, let her rip.
Again, I think the fans and the count, her feet, both feet are up. If you go back, obviously I know we got to be hard for us to freeze that, but both feet were elevated at one moment in time in that AB. And we will find out if
it'll be an interesting call here.
Real or not.
After review, the call on the field has been changed. The runner is out. Oklahoma State.
It was the hop, the momentum and the hop.
It absolutely was. She was there easily in time, but she just bobbled right there. There it is. Great shot, guys. I mean, that's absolutely it. Now, that's awful tough with the spikes, right? But there's probably even more clear evidence with the video that they had to operate with. And so, yes, the hit counts, but it's an out, and you don't need a pinch runner now.
How about Jones keeping the tag on her through the play?
100%. Outstanding effort right there. So a senior will get a pinch hit opportunity. Emma Tatum from Huntington, Texas, Huntington High School. We'll get a pinch hit opportunity here. Oh, excuse me. Where?
Yeah, 20 pinch hitting.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at. I looked up at the board and it said Ava Wallace. I thought I was wrong again. Just got to go with your gut instinct sometimes. So it is Tatum.
So Wallace will go down with the single and out at second. On the, I think it's 8-6 on the put out.
So you don't have the no-hitter, but Ruby's still working on a complete game right here, and that's why I didn't say the Cowgirls have out-hit them 9-0. I said they've out-hit them by 9. So that does not count as the broadcaster jinx, as that one is in the dirt, and the count 2-1 here to Tatum. Tatum batting .316 on the season. For Tatum, this is her 39th plate appearance. Fouls that one into the dirt. 2-2.
I think Coach McFall's just trying to get something going, trying to mix in the pinch hitters and trying to see if give somebody else an opportunity.
The winning team so far has scored 18 runs. The losing teams have scored 2, and today's kind of that lopsided affair to this point as well. Not been a close series, but an entertaining series. And there's a good catch by Godwin off the bat for out number 2.
Godwin with the good play. She's made a couple of those today at second. This will roll the lineup over for Kansas.
And I thought Limbaugh reached on a single, but they called it an error. So Limbaugh was the only other base runner that Kansas has had today. Now they've had 2. The first one was an error. The second one was a little bunny hop at second and a tag out applied. And one and only Micah wearing his championship belt here on Championship Sunday.
Micah, super fan for Oklahoma State.
He is at all the events.
But you know, it's a different day when the belt comes out.
Listen, you guys are awesome. These guys know what's going on. There's Micah right there. You can't quite see the belt, but he's running for mayor up there. One of our great Special Olympic athletes as well. Bocce ball, basketball. He's done a little bit of everything. And he is at every event, and he can tell you every event that is coming up and how we did in the past week events. As Limbaugh is 1-1 here, 0-for-2 today, but slaps out 1-2 Jones. Jones, the throw across the dime and the hose is in full display again. And again, the Cowgirls able to set down the side. After a single and a tag out, a couple of other outs, and the Cowgirls move to the home half of the 6th as we roll on here in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is. My name is. My name is.
Re-entering for Kansas in left field, number 5, Peyton Stafford.
Well, we were just kind of working on the bracket a little bit for the Big 12, getting ahead of ourselves because there's several games in progress. But right now, the Cowgirls are the 3 seed. The number 2 seed is Arizona. 1 game ahead of Oklahoma State. Arizona is trailing Utah 7-2, top of the 6th. If the Cowgirls win and Arizona loses, by way of winning that series, the Cowgirls would move into the 2 seed. And Texas Tech will be the 1 seed. They are the regular season champs. As Carly Godwin will try to end this thing for the Cowgirls in the bottom of the 6th. Cowgirls 1 run away from finishing this ball game. And staying in the circle is Claire. And mentioned this on Friday. She's got very interesting movement on that ball out of the glove. It just jumps out of her hand and has some very interesting moves. Kind of hard to catch up with, and part of the reason why I think she had such an effective night on Friday night.
Yeah, I think she was able to, keep the batters off balance a little bit on Friday. I mean, she went,
full inning, 2 strikeouts. So she did a great job in that particular role.
12 strikes and 18 pitches in that outing. She's facing the 2, 3, and 4 hitters here in the 6th.
3-1 and make it a 4-1. So got out ahead early, but now gives up the walk. Carly Godwin now has ground out a strike, or a single rather, hit by pitch and a walk. She's been on 3 times today. 1 for 2 officially. Great effort for her. That brings up the terrific Rosie Davis as Jake Hughes will pinch hit, or pinch run for the Cowgirls, I should say. Coach Berge is giving her instructions over there.
I rode up the elevator with Jake Hughes' grandfather yesterday, and we talked about her speed, but also said offensively, you know, the power that she has that you wouldn't think, but he said, you know, could hit well.
Love it. That one is hit hard into a potential double play, but Kripe can't handle the flip from Bagshaw, and everybody's going to be safe.
You know, it's probably an E6 fielding based off a decent pitch to second, and I think she was rushing it a little bit to try to turn the double play.
Yeah, we missed the flip on that right there, but great job by Godwin coming in. The ball just hits her. When it came out of Kripe's glove, she kicked the ball, and then there was no chance to get anybody. So it is an error, and the Cowgirls have runners at first and second. McDonald, they will get the play at first right there. Situation where Flanagan almost wanted to go back to the bag and try to get a double up, but then realized I better just go to first. So she gets the out there on McDonald. But the runners move up into scoring position at second and third. Tag ball situation here with 1 out. And a sac fly could end the ball game.
Hassler does have a single and a run scored today.
Batting. Get her numbers here, the updated numbers here in just a few minutes for Amanda Hassler. Again, had the single, a strikeout, and a ground out.
And you have the pinch runner at third.
Yep.
So you have
Jake
speed.
Hughes, yep, for sure. 1-1 the count here. Hassler batting .292 now.
.339 with runners in scoring position.
Great opportunity here, working her way into a hitter's count as well. 2-1. Said earlier she just fell behind Rosie in home runs. She's got 12. Rosie's now up to 13, and that one called strike. 2-2. Cowgirls cruise to game 1 victory. Kansas cruised to game 2 victory. Cowgirls trying to cruise right back to game 3. And chopping that foul. Hassler around way early on that one.
It's 7-0. When you think about what kind of pressure in the circle right now, where you're trying not to give up the run to get to run rule, but you know, she seems pretty calm and collected out there for the situation.
Well, I love what she did Friday night. Again, just came in, was fantastic, and the Cowgirls just got doubled up. She did her job, as that is going to be a line out to Flanagan. Flanagan's able to step on the bag. JQ not back in time, and we are going to 7. Kansas, one more chance at the plate. We'll see what they can do with that opportunity as we continue with Big 12 softball on ESPN. Well, let's take a look at that double play. Hassler drove it straight down to Flanagan. Jake Hughes thought it was going to get down. And great job by Flanagan stepping on the bag. Gets the double play, and Kansas. And a lot of zeros up on the board for the score. They're going to need 7 to extend this to the bottom of the 7th. 8 to try to win it. It'll take a minimum of 8 to win it. That young lady in the circle right now gives the Cowgirls a great chance of closing this thing out. We do go to the 2-hole hitter, though. This is Souls. Souls had a walk-off home run against Iowa State last weekend. And she hits that one hard into center field, but in front of the track, and Austin able to make that catch for out number 1.
Quick out. Nice play by the center fielder, Austin.
Looked like she felt pretty good about that pitch, and the winds should have helped her a little bit, but that's a pitch and a AB that really helps out Ruby Malin.
You know, Malin, just the 7th player in OSU history to be named a USA Softball Player of the Year finalist.
Done so many good things as Haley Kripe, the shortstop, looking for her first hit today. Grounded out, fielder's choice. Keeping an eye on that Arizona game. Utah leads Arizona now 8-2 as they are in the bottom of the 6th in that one. That game holds. This game holds. Cowgirls will be a 2 seed.
If they end up picking up that 2 seed, they'd play at 5 o'clock on Thursday night against the 7th seed,
which would most likely be Baylor.
5 o'clock game on ESPN Plus.
Did they invite you or me to come do that ball game? I'm not sure they have.
Well, I was wondering if they just didn't have our number. I was trying to get that. I was going to get with Serge and see if one of his last efforts, if he could get that number to the right guys.
Well, your last duties here is an official capacity. Serge help the broadcasters out. Here's the 1-2. That one is hit to Jones. Stays low, makes the throw. Fantastic effort. That ball was moving up and down, and she rolled it with her glove perfectly. And Aubrey Jones makes another fantastic throw to Lexi McDonald for the putout.
You know, when Jones needs to flex, she has a cannon for an arm. We've seen it a couple of times, but when she's under pressure, she can throw the ball across the diamond.
It's a hose, man. I mean, it literally is the definition of a hose. Phenomenal. All right, so the 4-hole hitter represents the last opportunity for Kansas here today, unless she can do something with the pitch. Ella Boyer flies that one down the right side, out of play. The catcher looking for her first hit. She was 0 for 3 on Friday against Ruby Malin. Couple of strikeouts. She's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. And Malin has really kept this fantastic hitter off balance. The 0-1 misses. Oh, no, count that. It was in there for a strike. My apologies to Ruby Malin, as she's now ahead 0-2, and the Jayhawks are down to their final strike.
Interesting transition. The senior star, the upcoming freshman.
Not quite yet, young lady. Not going to give you that, going to pass the torch just yet. A senior battery for the Cowgirls, and Malin to Schneidmiller. And those two have absolutely blossomed together this senior season for these two teams. The 1-2, that one is hit. Rosie Davis, the throw, and the Cowgirls win the series. The Cowgirls get another complete game shutout from Ruby Malin, and the Cowgirls are going to be potentially the 2 seed, at least the 3 seed, as we see that final out right there. And what another, not a surprise that when you've got a young lady by the name of Ruby in the circle, that she would throw a gem the way she did again here today. She has been phenomenal.
Win number 26 for Malin, and just a real bulldog in the circle.
Cowgirls gave her run support early. They continued, and then she, you said it, when the Cowgirls got that first run, look out, that's all she really needs. And that was in the first inning, and she just went on cruise control, as did the Cowgirls the rest of the way.
Yeah, offensively, they got the job done. And, you look at the scoreboard right now, and you just look at that, 7 runs on 9 hits. They responded. They knew how big this game was, and they made it happen.
Senior Day, the seniors will be honored for the Oklahoma State Cowgirls, and man, have they ever earned that celebration today.
Yeah, this group has won so many games, NCAA tournament appearances, World Series appearances. They've changed the dynamic of Cowgirls softball. The fans come out here and the atmosphere, and that's because of the players and the relationship between the two. But a phenomenal group and a special group for Coach Kenny Gajewski.
Well, on a day that saw Ruby Malin eclipse the 200 strikeouts on the year, the Cowgirls get the complete game. No shutout, was not a no-hitter, ended up giving up the one hit. But the Cowgirls win their 37th of the season. The two teams will now head to Oklahoma City for the Big 12 tournament. Home runs in this one, some big-time plays all the way around from the two teams. Cowgirls and Kansas headed to Oklahoma City, and that's going to be a lot of fun as well. We want to say thanks for watching all season long. For Miles, for CD, for Rachel Becker, for Tyler Beckham, and our entire crew, I'm Casey Kendrick. Thanks for watching Big 12 Softball on ESPN.